I'm in, this is Somerset News Network. Quick update on uploading to YouTube. To start with, I was loading on, and is it for kids? No. It's private, yeah. And then it says check, and it would freeze. And I come to the conclusion that the algorithms either didn't like the title, because I changed the title and they'd still get blocked, or they'd half upload and then freeze. So I think it was the algorithms checking what I was saying, and I must have been using words that they don't like. Now we've got another problem. I've got my new webcam. It's 4K. And my internet connection isn't that good. It's not really speedy like I'd like it to be. So what's happening now, a quarter an hour, 20-minute video is now taking an hour to upload, where it was taking about the same amount of time as the video is long to upload. It's now taking 4 times as long. So I do a 15-minute video. It's going to take at least 50 minutes to an hour to upload onto YouTube. Unfortunately, it says do not close window. So you don't close the window. But you go away, make a cup of coffee, I go back to work and go in the workshop. And I come back and it hasn't uploaded. It's frozen. Because the computer's gone off and gone to sleep, it stopped the uploading. Somehow I got a fiddle with settings, but I don't know how to do it yet. So I'm going to get my daughter to come round, or my grandson to come round and do it for me. You just got to change the settings on the saving mode. So never mind. But it's just a hassle all the time. Right, what I want to talk about today. Chinese spy case. Now it turns out we got Chinese spies. Well, we always had Chinese spies. There is an MP had a girlfriend that was a Chinese spy. There's an MP who's got a secretary who was a Chinese spy. Now we find the government has cables, fibre optic cables, going into the networks, spying on everybody. And the government has decided not to take the court case because we want good relations with the Chinese, because we need cheap solar panels for Med Iliban to make all these solar farms. Oh, we get the windmills from them as well, don't we? Absolutely astonishing. One of the main things that the government has to do is to protect the national security of this country. They failed on the border dramatically. Anybody could come across on a boat now. And it's not saying they've picked them all up, because some of them land on the beach and just walk up, and then they're picked up by people. The trafficking gangs. There was 2 illegal immigrants found on a farm in Essex, and they were growing cannabis plants. There was illegal immigrants in Gloucester doing spring onions. They were doing, sorting them out, I think, for a supermarket, and they were being paid £2 an hour. 2 of the ladies doing it couldn't even speak English, so they had to get an interpreter in. You can't make this stuff up, I tell you. You know, the hand car washes that you see dotted around. You know, they're saying that the majority of them are now run by illegals. I don't know the truth on that, but that's the rumour that's going round. It looks as if the illegal migrant hotel, which was the Holiday Inn on the A38 south of Bristol, south of Bristol, when you go down the hill, go down Red Hill, and it was on the right hand side, has now reverted back to a hotel. Because the airport is doing so well, they need the airport, they need the hotel. So it's reverted back to a hotel. The immigrants have been picked up on the Mendips. Rees-Mogg found them and did a report for GB News on the migrants. And it's like an open prison. They've got security guards around. It is, it's like an open prison in a old manor house now. So they've moved the immigrants from the hotel to the countryside where it's nice and quiet, out of the way. They're not on the main road, nobody knows they were there. Apart from Rees-Mogg, who found them, and told us all about it. There's hotels in Bristol that are supposed to be being used. Now, how can migrants be entitled to all this freebies? They are here illegally. Crime should not pay. But if you're an illegal immigrant, you got it made, son. Get picked up, got free accommodation, got Wi-Fi, they'll give you a mobile phone, they'll take you taxis to take you anywhere you want to go. They give you art classes and crafts to keep you occupied. You can't make this up. They can afford to pay £2,000 to £5,000 to get across the channel. Surely they can afford to pay for their own hotel bills. All we do is cut it. We give them £50 a week pocket money, which is what you would get if you were unemployed. I think that should be cut. I don't think they should get any money at all. And I don't think they should be put up in 4 or 5 star hotels. 2 or 3 star hotels maybe, but not 4 or 5 star hotels. Pink Ladies have now been deemed a far right terrorist organisation. So your mother, your daughter, your sister, your grandmother are now terrorists, according to this government. They're far right. All they're trying to do is highlight the possibility of their girls being molested by illegal criminals. They're trying to protect their children. That's what mothers, daughters and grandmothers do. Ugh. Did you see Trump and Starmer in Egypt? Oh, that was funny. I tried to download a clip, but it's terrible, so I can't show you. Trump says, oh, where's the UK? And he turns round and Starmer's there. Now, Starmer comes forward. Now, the commentators are saying that Starmer thought that he was going to be allowed to speak. But no, Trump was just recognising. What Trump said to him, everybody's speculating. One commentator said he told Starmer, what are you doing here? He does not like Starmer one iota. Well, we don't like Starmer. So he got him weighed up, I tell you. America is not going to do us any favours in the future. Starmer, it has his card marked by Trump. Trump will do something to upset him, I tell you. Tommy Robinson is doing his court case. It sounds like an absolute total farce. Because he wouldn't hand over the code to his phone, they've done him on terrorist charges. That's what I think's happening. If somebody knows exactly why he was arrested, put a note down below. But they want to put Tommy back in jail. The only problem is, these people aren't very bright. They think by hassling Tommy he'll go away. All they've done is give Tommy a higher profile. They're actually promoting Tommy, which is the reverse of what they're trying to do. And Tommy supporters are lapping it up. They've got a Canadian reporter coming over reporting on it. They're reporting on it in Australia. I think the Hindustan Times also did a report on it. You know, you can't, I don't want to say around, but you can't upset people like this and bring false criminal charges against a guy. They did him for contempt of court because he put his video, his documentary, onto X. So they done him for it, and he got 2 years. He came out after, what was it, 18 months, something like that. I don't think Tommy Robinson has done anything wrong. He's a bit bolshy, he's a bit loudmouthed, he's a bit aggressive, but that's his character. You know, you listen to what Tommy says. Tommy has been right all the way along. And his main aim was to stop the grooming gangs. There was a Times reporter went up to Rotherham to find out what was going on. He found a guy that's daughter was abducted by one of these rape gangs. He was trying to get his daughter out of a house, and the blokes were all lined up on the stairs waiting to go in the bedroom to have their turn. The police were called. He was arrested. When they went in and got the girl, they arrested the 14-year-old girl for being drunk and disorderly. The men, all waiting to rape her or already raped her, nothing happened whatsoever. It absolutely stinks. This is British justice now. It's just unbelievable. I had a chat with a lawyer about my case when they tried to arrest me for a Facebook post, for a comment, single line comment. And he said, did they caution you? And I said, no. Did they say, read you your rights? And then you may say, maybe taken down and give it evidence against you. Failing to do so may harm your defence in court. Or words to that effect. And I said, no, he's never said that at all. He said, oh, have you got proof of that? I said, yeah, I recorded it on my phone. I was never cautioned. So I was never going to be arrested. So there was never going to be a court case. He thinks that what they were hoping is that I would admit my guilt, and then they would give me what's called a police caution. And of course, because I didn't admit my guilt, and I said it was free speech and it was my opinion, and I stuck to that, my lawyer, I got a legal aid lawyer at the time, he said, all you got to do is say, you didn't mean to cause any offence. So I went in and said I didn't mean to cause any offence. And that was it. No further action. Absolute craziness. 4 months. I asked the police, can you tell me what post it is? Well, I post all the time. Little comments on all over the place. And he said, no, I can't tell you until you come in. And I said, well, I ain't coming in until you tell me. Well, if you don't come in, I'll have to come and arrest you. I said, all right, I'll come in. But I ain't talking until I know what I've done. Now, if I'd been a criminal, they would have come and arrested me. Full stop. So it's the process that is the punishment. Anyway, I've said enough. I'm still in my work clothes. I'm still in the workshop. I've just had a cup of coffee and some time off, and I thought, I've got to do some saying. So I've done me saying, done, over and done with. Ian, Somerset news now, bye bye for now.